Hello guys, this video I will talk about the best training guide for today's pack consisting of free showtime players that Konami has provided in the Club International Cup campaign consisting of 5 showtime players and which player you should sign from this pack and the best training guide for all these players. So without wasting time, let's get started. First, talking about Edinson Cavani having a goal poacher playing style, form of standard, having a boost at the striker instinct ability. The additional booster that he should add is at the agility to enhance his speed and acceleration. Because his speed and acceleration is not that top notch, he's having a skill of bullet header. If you need a bullet header type of striker in your team and if you are having a edge crossing player, so definitely you can sign this guy. But we will also look into the player model as well as the player ID that is Edinson Cavani is having. What are the major advantages of this card and the best training guide? You should decrease little bit of his finishing abilities, prioritize his speed at least to 90 mark, or either you can increase his tight possession. I will increase his tight possession values because we need that hold on the ball. If you look at his player model is quite strong. His leg length base height is 184 centimeter, which will help him to hold the ball to much extent. But it should be 190 centimeter as his height is 184 centimeter. Not that great, but in-game performance, if you see, Edinson headers are very good, man. This Cavani header is definitely one of the very best header I have ever experienced. Talking about the best training guide, you have to decrease all his passing progression points because 70 passing is more than enough. That will not cause any difference in your gameplay. You should prioritize little bit of his finishing abilities, decrease and prioritize his speed that we need it in right now game environment so that his kicking power reaches the mark of finishing mark is 88. That is more than enough according to me. And if you are a kind of that player who needs the more finishing, you can decrease little bit of his kicking power to 89, prioritize his finishing to 90 because 90 finishing everyone can score the goal with him, man. And whom to shine the Edinson Cavani? Those players who are a cross spammer or either love to do the bullet heads or having a edge crossing plays, definitely go for Edinson Cavani. But this guy is really good at these abilities. If you look at his player model, his jump height is 265 centimeter. Almost, I will say, great. And talking about the skills he having: acrobatic finishing, fighting speed, first time shot. The must skill that you have to add on him is rising shot, through passing, weight pass, because passing is that weird and you will suffer a lot with him as well. Long range shooting, long range color, he already having double touch as well as soul control. You can add on Edinson Cavani. This fighting spirit skill makes him even more special in the crucial moments. If you use him as a super sub the skill, you can also add on the Cavani, but this guy will also do the wonders for you in that situation as well. Now I will compare the Edinson Cavani with the Darwin Núñez that Konami has provided earlier with the bullet header ability. So let's see who is the better man. Let's firstly talk about the Darwin Núñez that Konami has earlier provided with the bullet header ability. This guy is having we will look directly into the player model, man. That matters the most. His jump height is 266 centimeter, arm coverage is 169 centimeter, leg length base that is better than Edinson Cavani, torso collision is little bit, I will say, average. Leg coverage is 180 centimeter, that is very great according to the right now game environment. His leg coverage makes him even more better while doing the physical against the defender, but his heading abilities are little less. And his speed, acceleration values are great. His ball control dribbling abilities are little less as compared to that of Edinson Cavani. And if you look into the Edinson Cavani player model, man, this guy is really good, I will say, with the bullet header ability. If you look into the in-game performance, I will say the Cavani feels much stronger because of his leg length base height is 184 centimeter, leg coverage is little less, arm coverage is also less, jump height of Edinson Cavani is little less than that of Darwin Núñez, but still his heading abilities and values are very great and his physical is less. Still, this is a kind of card that you can use as a super sub according to my requirement or according to my knowledge, because you are already having a good set of striker like Michael Owen, Batistuta. You're already having a good strikers like Ito, Rumininges, Savchenko, so you don't need that much of strikers. So use this Cavani card as a super sub as his stamina is also low. So after adding the super sub skill, he will perform better for you in the bullet headers abilities, definitely. So this is all about Edinson Cavani card. The next one is the Beraldo card, having a build-up play style, and definitely this card is really good in all these players, man. Having a booster at the stealing plus win abilities, the additional booster you can add at the agility to enhance his speed as well as the acceleration. What you have to do with this card, man? His height is 182 centimeter. Don't use him as a main center back, man. His height is not that much great. We need a center back above the height of 185 centimeter or equal to 190 centimeter, because those center backs only dominates in the game rather than these center backs. But you can use him as a meta. What you have to do, don't use him as a center back, either use him as a left back or either a DMF. This guy will be definitely good at that positions, man. Or either what you can do, make that LB to CB and use him by increasing his speed values. What you have to do, decreasing little bit of his defending abilities because we don't need that much. Prioritize his speed, man. At least we need the speed of 90. The additional boost you can add at the agility to enhance his speed to almost 90, and physicality we don't need at the left back position, so you can increase his speed up to the 90 that we needed in right now game environment. Physicality mark of 85 is more than enough, guys, and this guy is super meta at these position. His defensive awareness values are above 90, 91, 91, tackling of 90, his speed value is 91. What you have to do is give him individual instruction as a defending, and he will play as a defensive fullback in your team, or either you can use him as a left back, proper left back, by giving him the position booster, or either he can be playable at the DMF position. But still, what you have to do, decreasing little bit of his speed values and prioritize his passing, because at DMF position we need the passing, at least 80 passing we need, and defending values we don't need that much. But I will prefer you to use him as a left back or either right back, because this guy is too meta as this position. This guy is too good in these positions, man. At least we need a ball control of 975 as well at DMF position. But still, I will say the best position for him to use is at left back by decreasing all his passing values, dribbling ball control values as well, and prioritize his speed. And by giving him defensive individual instruction, this guy will play as a meta for you, and he can do the wonders as well. His defensive values are above the 90. By giving him defensive individual instruction, pair him with a build-up or either defensive fullback at a center back position, or one destroyer and another defensive fullback as well. Talking about his skill and player model, his player model is quite good. His leg length base height is 182 centimeter, which is quite good for a wing back. Don't use him as a center back. As a center back, this is not good. Leg length base height of 182 centimeter is not good as a center back, but as a wing back, if you ask me, this is quite good. His jump height is 261 centimeter. Torso coordination is also quite good. Fighting spirit, heading, interception, man marking, sliding tackle, agility, block, visionary pass he also having. He will do the better passes for your team, and your players will be having a better hold when he will do the pass as well. The skills you have to add on him: heading he already having, sliding tackle he already having, acrobatic clearance you can add on him. This is the must skill for this guy, and this guy is too good in all these 5 showtime players. And the next one is the Facundo Torres, with having a creative playmaker playing style, having a skill of edge crossing abilities. The additional booster, what you have to do by increasing his little bit of finishing abilities, as he's already having not that much lofted pass. While using the edge crossing ability, you have to prioritize his passing abilities as well. You can give the booster the crossing abilities to enhance his lofted pass or low pass to at least 85 you need. You can decrease his ball control and dribbling abilities, because if you're using this ability of edge crossing, you have to prioritize his lofted pass first. This is the first thing to think over here. But this guy is not that much great in all these packs. I will say all these 5 showtime players, this guy is good but not exceptional. I will say he is having a crazy lofted pass but don't have that finishing. His kicking power is also not that great that we needed in the crossing abilities. Physicality is also not that good. That is the requirement of right now game environment. But still, his leg length base height is 181 centimeter. That will give him certain edge in holding the ball to a much extent. His awareness mark is not that good. Weak foot accuracy doesn't have that much of advantage. So this guy is kind of average card, I will say. And definitely you are having a better edge crosses Konami has provided. There is the Odo, there is the Gnabry Konami has provided. So don't go for this guy, I will say. Next, talking about the BENJA guy, he's having a whole pair pixel boosted at the balancer abilities that will enhance his offensive awareness as well, defensive awareness as well. Talking about the additional booster, we will talk later on. We will look into his play style. He's having a whole playing style. Passing abilities are quite top notch. That is the requirement of right now game environment. His speed values are also great. So certainly his disadvantage is a physicality. You can increase his physicality to at least 74 so that he will be having a better hold at the ball. You can also prioritize his tight position values as well by decreasing little bit of physical contact. For 70 or 74 physical contact will not make any big difference, I will say. But certain the ball control values when reaches the mark of 90 will make a certain and big difference. I will definitely want to say this thing. Ruben Amorim is the booster that will enhance his speed values to 90. Kicking power is quite a moderate, I will say. Leg base height is quite good, 183 centimeter. Double touch you already having, fighting spirit you already having, interception, long range color, one touch pass, soul control, through passing, aerial spirit. This guy is having everything in skills, I will say. Certain shooting skills you can add on him, like long range shooting. He doesn't have rising shot, you can add on him. Soul control he already having, double touch he already having. You can add the flip left on him to perform the 3rd level double touch, and this guy will do wonders for you definitely. And if your team needs a whole player, you can definitely go for this guy. I will never say you to not go for this guy by decreasing all the values of defensive, because he doesn't need as a whole player. Your player even have a defensive stat that will be not observable in the in-game performance, because as a whole player your player will make runs. So definitely these values will not matter very much. You have to prioritize his offensive awareness so that he will take the better runs and balance, which is the mark of 90 that we needed. And this guy is super meta at the LMF, RMF or center midfield position. This guy is too good, man. You can prioritize him, and by to give him priority to select him from the selection contract ticket, this guy is really good in all these players. Definitely it depends upon your team requirement. If you ask me this guy is good or bad, I will definitely gonna say this guy is really good. He's having that ability of speed, acceleration values, passing, or control, dribbling abilities, physical contact, definitely quite good. As that of Platini as well, balance values are also quite good. His finishing is not that much great. That is the biggest disadvantage over here. So this is all about Benza. The next one is the Rahimi. He is having a playstyle of prolific winger. Boosted the breakthrough abilities and additional skill he is having is a phenomenal finishing. Konami have never provide a player who is having a momentum dribbling or either blitz color ability for free, because momentum dribbling abilities is quite dominant. Your players get nerfed while dribbling. Your player lose the speed while dribbling, but the momentum dribbling players will never lose the speed while dribbling. This is the main point in the eFootball dribbling right now. Talking about the additional booster and ball control and dribbling abilities, I will tell you a little bit later. If you look at his stats, his ball control dribbling values are quite good. His physicality is less. Kicking power values are great. I will say physicality is not that great. Finishing is also quite average. This guy is quite average in all these. Phenomenal finishing, I will never prefer you to go for this guy, because you're already having a good set of player who is having a striker values, good striker values, as well as phenomenal finishing like Rummenigge, Shevchenko, Batistuta, Owen. Konami has provided many strikers, so I don't think you will love to play with Rahimi, man. He's having a skill of phenomenal finishing. His leg length base that is still good, I will say. You can decrease little bit of his ball control values and prioritize his physicality or either at the finishing abilities. If you're using him as a winger, firstly prioritize his physical contact. Otherwise, he will lose the ball and he's nothing in your squad if he doesn't have physical contact, and he will not hold the ball to a much extent. The additional booster you can add the ball carrying ability to enhance his tight possession and dribbling values. And this is all about all the Showtime players, and definitely the meta players in all these five, I will say, is the Edinson Cavani. If you want to use as a super sub, if your team doesn't have any super sub, or second is the Beraldo, and third one is that guy who is having a whole player playing style, Miami player. That guy is. This is all about today's video, guys. Thank you.